What the hell? Ah! Ah! Die! Where did it pop up from? It popped up out of the bloody ground. Out of one of these barrels, I think. Fish barrel. Shooting hell. That's certainly not something you want to see. Spelltome route. I think I know that, don't I already? Ah! Here we go. Now we're talking. If I can open it, of course. Look at that. No problem. Sometimes no problem. Sometimes tons of problems. It's a bit hit and miss. Right. I don't need that spell. So how much is it worth? It's worth a hell of a lot. I'll take it. Right, I think this is the right right way to go. Oh, here we go again. Here we go. I should have been ready for you this time, shouldn't I, Buster? It's kind of weird. I mean, these little things, they're kind of they're ugly little buggers, but in a kind of cute way. They're small. They make really strange noises. They die in a funny manner. I almost feel sorry for them. It's bizarre. Right, okay, there we go again. Right, firestorm. Let's cook up a storm, guys. Quickly. Ah! Burn, baby, burn. Uh-oh. Too slow. That tickles me. The way that noise they make, it right tickles me. Picked up a bowl now in my, you know, in my. Oh dear. This is quite a big cave. Didn't expect it to be so big. And all the whilst I'm heading through here, all I'm thinking about is where the flaming hell is Brelina. Oh my god. They're all worshipping something. Or someone. Sorry to impede upon your ritual here. What the? What the? Uh-oh. This isn't good. Uh-oh, he's charging me! Reekling charger! Once more into the breach! For God's sake, he's a tough cookie! Get off your horse! Get out of my way! My God. It's the great Reekling butchery here. Slaughter. Poor little guys. I think that is the cave clear then, by the sounds of it. Right, let's see what all this fuss was about. Oh, some more boots. See? Today I set out looking for boots for boots and gloves. I find some boots and find out that I can't enchant boots with anything remotely useful. And now I need some gloves. All I find is boots. Tons and tons of boots. No gloves at all. There's tons of boots just to mock me. They say, ha ha ha, you want gloves? We're gonna give you boots. You could have bet your bottom dollar if I'd have found some gloves this morning, first of all, and found out that they were utterly useless, then all I would have been finding in today's session would be tons and tons of gloves. It's the way it goes. It's Sod's Law. What the hell is this thing? Wow, that looks like a nice sword. Wait a second. Oh, we got some clothes. A couple of necklaces. Some gems. This little hidden stash here. Daedric Great Sword of Expelling. Look at that! Very nice. And a hat. No gloves. Some boots. Dibella statue. Could put it by my bedside table. It'll make a nice keepsake. Ah, and a big chest. Okay. Huh? Thought one of them creatures jumped out again. Alright, we're gonna go up here. No, we're not. Yes, we are. Is there an alternative way out of this little system of caves? Possibly. An alternative exit? They don't half make a mess, these creatures. Nothing seems to be kept in any sort of order. Just things scattered about. And yeah, I think this might be an alternative way out. Although, strictly speaking, do I want to be going in a different, or going out a different way? I should be going out the same way and trying to find Berlina. I know where she'll be. I'll find her. I'll find her. Or maybe I won't. I think this might be an alternative way out. Ah, that's that. Yeah, this is back out the same way now. Just took me in a big loop. Right, okay. Oh, it's dark. It's going to make finding Berlina a hell of a lot harder, but, well, let's go and find out where she's stuck. Because she's obviously stuck somewhere. She's obviously confused. Fight! Where did we last see her? We were here on this little island. In fact, yeah, we were here. We came... Did I get this chest here? No, look at this. I missed a chest. It's a master lock chest, which means I'm going to struggle to open it. Ooh, or maybe not. Oh no, come on, please, don't do this to me, please, 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 please. Don't do this to me, don't do this to me. Oh, don't do this to me. No! No, the pain, I feel it. I feel it in my fingers. If I had gloves on that were decent, I could... Oh! I hate master lock chests. Oh! Just a touch more. There. Oh, just a touch more. There. No! Ah! Oh! Better be something decent in here. Oh, what the hell's that? Deathbrand helm? Water breathing? Plus 100 armor while wearing a complete set of Deathbrand armor. The start of what looks to be a rather epic set. Holy moly. I don't know what it is, but it looks handy. And I wonder if I have a book about Deathbrand. I'll have to check my... I'll have to check when I get back home. So there's a book to read about the treasure map that we've just picked up, and now there's potentially a book to read about Deathbrand armor. But anyway, before we read anything about anything, we need to find Berlina. Now, where the hell did we last see her? It was over here somewhere. I came over here. I ran into these hawkers initially. We came from... Where did we come from? Berlina! Oh, Berlina! You're making this very difficult. There she is! I knew she was over here somewhere. She's just chilling out. Look at her. For God's sake, Berlina. What do you think you're doing? Don't give me that look. I've been gone ages. It's now dark. It was light when I first came here. You just don't even bother to come looking. Expect me to come back to the last place I saw you? Come on! Are you defying me? Come on! Is she scared of hawkers, perhaps? Phobia of hawkers? Yeah, look, she's got a phobia of hawkers. She's not coming. Hawkophobia. Right, fine, we'll avoid the hawkers, Berlina. Now that I know that now that I know what your weakness is. Oh dear. We all have one, don't we? I know. It's like me with water. I don't have a phobia of water, I just don't like getting wet. I just don't like the sensation of having damp clothes against your skin in a cold climate. You know, call me fussy. But hawkers? Really? Anyway, let's get back home, come on. If I can find my way out. Okay, I am here now at the Skaal village. Just about to speak to Storn, and yes, the Deathbrand armor. This is why I've recognised the name Deathbrand. This is part of the treasure hunt, you see. The band of pirates followed an ancient treasure map to Hacknea's Shoal, where they found a chest containing a piece of the armour of Hacknea Deathbrand, which is the headpiece that we just picked up. The legendary pirate king. By following their map, perhaps I can find the rest of the treasure they sought. Now, ordinarily, I wouldn't go scavenging for pieces of random armour, but this would make an awesome little set for the Emporium, for the museum. So we have to find them all. We've got to catch them all, eh? Like the bloody, was it Pokemon? Was it a stupid program many years ago? Got to catch them all that sort of jazz. Anyway, here is Storm, still in quiet meditation, of which we are disturbing him again. Apologies.
So the dragons have returned. Well, the Skaal have survived worse.
I'm not here about dragons, Storm. Don't change the subject. I'm here because I have now taken down all of the stones in terms of Mirak's hold over them, at least. They should be back to normality. So are you ready to trade your secrets to Hermaeus Mora?
The tree stone is still corrupted. The land is still out of balance. But with the other 5 restored, it may be enough. It will have to be.
The tree stone? That wasn't on my map. But anyway, you mean you'll give him what he wants? The secrets of the Skaal?
Yes. The Skaal also tell of the day when we must finally give up our secrets. When Hermaeus Mora finally wins. As shaman, it is my duty to guard these secrets, but also to decide when it is necessary to give them up. I believe that time is now. If I am wrong, may my ancestors forgive me. Give me the book. I will read it and speak to old Hermaeus Mora myself. I will make sure he lives up to his part of the bargain.
Okay, well, it's a strange world in there. I hope you know what you're doing.
That is my hope as well. I am trusting that you will make this sacrifice worthwhile.
Father, you must not do this. That book is wrong.
I'm sorry.
Evil. Against everything you have taught me my whole life.
Freya,
I must, Freya.
sorry, Freya.
It is the only way to free Solstein forever from Iraq's shadow. There comes a time when everything must change. Nothing that lives remains the same forever. Do not fear for me, my daughter. This is the destiny that the All-Maker has laid out for me.
I stand beside you, Father. As always.
I am ready for whatever the foul master of this book has in store for me.
Oh god. You might want to just brace yourself. This part's a bit strange.
The Skaal yield up their secrets to me.
What are you doing? Is this part of the bargain? You're not supposed to kill him. What the hell's happening?
Father! No, stop!
No! Oh no, 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 no!
I won't not
Stop it!
you.
No! Oh my god, no, 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 Storn, 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 Storn!
Do something!
Like what?
You have delivered me the gift I requested. In return, I keep my promise as befits a prince of oblivion. I give you the word of power that you need to challenge Mirak.
There must have been another way.
You will be either a worthy opponent or his successor, as the tides of fate decree.
Oh. No, 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 no.
What have you done?
I didn't know! I didn't know! I didn't... He did... this not...
Go! My father sacrificed himself so you could destroy Mirak and lift his master's shadow from the land. Go then! Kill Mirak! Do not fail.
Oh, shit. Come on, brother. Sorry. God. That wasn't supposed... What did I expect to happen? I'm dealing with a Daedric prince here. I mean, for God's sakes. I knew this wasn't going to end well. Oh, going back to Raven Rock to contemplate what the hell's going on here. Hey, dearie me. What a day, hey? Lose Brelina, which is the least of our problems, to be perfectly honest with you. Get ambushed by a load of little creatures that shriek and wail, interrupt their ceremony. I feel awful for doing that. She doesn't want to listen to me again. She's not interested in my sorrow here. She's been nothing but an irk today, I tell you. And then to top it all off, Mace Mora kills the Skaal shaman right before my very eyes. Right. Well, we didn't even have time to pop in to ask for these bloody bodies to be removed, so that'll have to be done tomorrow now. Right. So before we finish, before we retire, I'm going to need a seat. I'm going to need a stiff bloody drink, I tell you that much. Right, sit down, Brelina. Sit. Sit!
What do you need?
Like a dog. Roll over.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Okay. So, first things first.
Anything else?
Not yet. These aching bones of mine. I have been adventuring for quite a while, and I think soon as I'm done here on Solstein Berliner, it's time for me to retire and run the college. How I long for a desk and a chair to sit behind and some papers to sift through. Right. Here we go. I've had this in my inventory for a little while, but now is the time to learn it. Conjure Ash Guardian. We can now conjure an Ash Guardian, so you know what you must do. Name the bloody thing for me, will you? Answers in the comments, and I'll pick a name in the next session. And before we retire for bed, a book. Something to do with a death brand, I think it was called. So we'll go down to D. There it was. We'll read this and see what this armour, this treasure that we will now be looking for, is all about. A Pirate's Tale. Hackney Deathbrand was dying. For Garuk Windrime, ship's quartermaster, it was unthinkable. His grandfather had served under Hackney nigh on 60 years before, and even then he was a legend among the pirates of the north. The King of Ghosts, they called him, as eternal and pitiless as the sea he sailed. To Garuk, who had seen him change into battle, clad in armour of gleaming Stalrim like the kings of old, his twin swords scything men like grass, Hackney was practically a god. But none feared Hackney more than his own crew. They knew his rages, his fits of madness, how he delighted in torture and murder for its own sake. And there were even darker rumours. Some said he fed upon the blood and souls of those he killed to extend his unnatural life. Some thought him a Daedra, loosed upon the mortal world, and others said he owed his life and power, his armour and swords, to a pact with Dagon, Prince of Destruction. And the seal of that pact was the terrible wound that scarred his face, never to heal, the death brand, which no man could look upon without flinching. All these things ran through Garuk's mind as he took his place on deck at the head of the crew, exchanging a curt nod with Tarlin, the ship's helmsman, and his chief rival. By sundown, he thought, one of them would be captain. The other would be dead. When Hackney finally emerged from his cabin, the crew fell silent. He looked frail, his voice raspy, but even so he had a presence about him. As he looked over his men, the most brutal murderers ever to ply the northern seas, not one could meet his gaze. At last he sighed. "You wish to know who will be my successor, and how my share of the treasure shall be divided?" That was the question, but even so there were murmurs of protest. Hackney cut them off. "All these years I have looked for one who was worthy to take my place, or strong enough to take it from me. Not one of you even comes close, and so none of you shall have it." He extended his hand. "In Dagon's name I place a curse upon my armour and my swords, this ship and all it carries. Until the day when one of you can best me in combat, you shall have not a single coin." He looked up at them. "Be grateful I have left you with your lives." Garuk and Tarlin shared a single glance. Had anyone else said such a thing, there would have been mutiny. 100 treasure-mad pirates against one old man. But this was Hackney. The crew was silent. Hackney threw a map at Garuk's feet. "Garuk, take a longboat and bury my armour in the places I have marked. Tarlin, we sail to my tomb, where you shall leave me with my gold. Then burn your ships and do as you will. I am your captain no more." And with that he turned and stalked back to his quarters. At daybreak, Garuk took his leave and set out in a longboat with 3 of his men. They landed on a shoal to the north of Solstheim at the place Hacknea had marked, made camp and began to dig. But already greed stirred in Garuk's heart. Time and again he glanced at the iron-bound chest they had brought with them. The old man was gone, perhaps already dead, his orders foolish. That night Garuk pried open the chest and drew out the helm within. The Stalhrim shimmered in the moonlight. It was time. Time for a new king of ghosts to rise. He placed the helmet on his head, and he screamed. And it is said you can hear that screaming still, on moonlit nights, on a rocky shoal off the northern coast of Solstheim. Postscript. This story is one of the last in the Hacknea saga, the tale surrounding the life and adventures of the legendary pirate king, Hacknea Deathbrand. How much of it is actually true, if indeed any of it is true, I leave to the reader's discretion. And that is what we are hunting for. The full set of the Deathbrand armour. A nice piece for the museum. Nothing more, Berlina, nothing less. But you will forgive me rather, if I don't don this helm any time soon. I don't want to wake Raven Rock with my screams.